This recording of Finding Your Powers is brought to you by the Carter Hughes Knowledge Institute.
Confidence in the big moments. I feel like I deserve to be confident in those big moments. Do you feel that way? Do you feel like you deserve to be confident in those big moments? You know, the free throw line, right? End of the game, no time left on the clock. Or about to give that presentation in front of, senior officials, the people who make the big decisions, right? That field goal kick, no time on the clock. Those big moments, the big moments that we have in life, right? Each of us will have these big moments in life. And the only thing we really can control is our preparation leading up to that big moment. Everything else is out of our control. So how can we give ourselves a shot in these big moments? We're going to talk about 3 things that we can do that'll give ourselves a shot in those big moments. Now, this stuff may sound unusual, but trust me, it's easy to do. And it will, without a doubt, make a difference in your life if you do it. These are the could do, should do things, right? That's what we call them. Could do, should do, but sometimes we don't do, right? Easy, helpful things. That's why we share this information. We understand there are people out there looking for ideas that they can use to build a better life for themselves and for their families. And this is that type of information. It's important to have an accurate definition of confidence, right? It can be the difference between a good outcome and a bad outcome. Having that accurate definition. Let's say you had a bad definition. If you have a bad definition, even though you have good intentions, that bad definition can lead to a bad outcome, right? That bad understanding. Think about it. Sugar and rat poison are both white, powdery substances. But it's important to know which is which. What if the guy didn't know and he puts rat poison in his coffee by mistake? He'd be dead. Unfortunately, life doesn't care if we don't take the time to verify. The consequence is the consequence, so it's important to know what is what. The first thing we can do to give ourselves confidence in those big moments is to, number 1, understand what confidence is. According to Merriam-Webster's dictionary, confidence is a self-assurance arising from a belief in one's qualities and abilities. Self-assurance, right? A feeling of certainty that comes from a belief in your qualities and a belief in your abilities. That's the definition of confidence. And it's so simple, but it feels like the truth. Understanding what your qualities are, understanding what your abilities are, and believing in your qualities and abilities. That's confidence. Number 1, understand what confidence is. Number 2, spell out your personal confidence sources. By personal confidence sources, we mean your qualities and your abilities. Knowing them in your head is fine, but writing them down so you can see them is better. And it's action, disruptive action that you may have never done before in your life. Write it down so you can see it. Seeing is believing. Simple, useful things. Could spell out your confidence sources. Should spell out your qualities and abilities. Don't spell out your qualities and abilities, right? Those simple things. Could do, should do, don't do. Sometimes those things can be the beginning of accumulated disaster, right? That's how Jim Rohn explains it. Could walk around the block for your good health. Should walk around the block for your good health. Don't walk around the block, right? That first day is not going to affect you maybe. A week later, it will affect you. 30 days later, 6 months later, 6 years. Without any significant exercise, and your body looks totally different. Right? So let's do those simple, easy things. Could do, should do. Let's take advantage and do it. Number 2 is spell out those confidence sources. Now, the third thing that we can do to give ourselves confidence in those big moments is to commit to building, right? Improving and using our qualities and abilities. Knowing who we are and then using our gifts every day. That's number 3. Do those 3 things and we can give ourselves confidence in those big moments. When we have confidence and we are actively building our confidence, it makes us more valuable to the people around us. A spark of encouragement can spark an idea that can change a person's life. So let's be a part of that kind of magic. The more value we bring to the team, the more likely we are to perform in the big moments. Being honest and being encouraging makes us believe in ourselves and gives us a better shot during those big moments. If we want to make it, we will need confidence during the big moments. And the regular everyday things that we do will affect how we feel leading up to those big moments. Think about it like the story of Johnny and Susie. Johnny and Susie, two kids, next door neighbors, playing in a front yard that they shared. And they both had just gotten some cool presents. So like all kids, they wanted to show them off. Johnny had a pocket full of beautiful marbles, different colors and different sizes. Susie had a pocket full of candy, a few different types and a lot of different flavors. Now Johnny and Susie were both happy with the presents that they got, but they were also both really interested in what the other one had. So they decided to trade. You give me all the candy, and I will give you all the marbles. And they each agreed. Susie reaches into her pocket, takes out all the candy, and dumps it into Johnny's hand. Then Johnny reaches into his pocket and takes out all the marbles, except for one that he decided was his favorite, and he wasn't going to trade it, and he dumped them into Susie's hand. Deal done. Later that night, they each go to bed. Susie says her prayers and then gets a good night's sleep. Johnny says his prayers and then laid, tossing and turning for the next couple hours. Johnny couldn't help but think, just how much of that candy did Susie keep in her pocket? When we know we are dishonest, we expect everyone else to be like us. Johnny's imagination has him living in a world that does not help him sleep and a world that does not exist. Susie gave him all the candy. Johnny's just too dishonest to believe that. So it's important that we make a concerted effort to be honest and encouraging during our daily activities so we can expect good energy and we can expect good outcomes. If we want to make it, we're going to need confidence during those big moments. And there's something that we can do about it. So it's important that we understand what confidence is, number one. Number two, spell out our personal confidence sources. And number three, it's important that we commit to using and improving every day. Using our qualities, improving our qualities every day. Using our abilities, improving our abilities every day. So when those big moments come, regardless of outcomes, past or present, we approach those big moments knowing I prepared for this, I expected this, and I know I deserve this. It's not about the past. It's not about the future. Win this moment and make sure this day is another good brick being used to build your life. And as always, continue to explore the most fascinating thing about your life. You.